We've all noticed it, how the streets are so much busier than the spring, how this lockdown doesn't feel as strong as the first. Now there's worrying evidence of the effect that might be having. England's largest COVID survey has tracked the epidemic by testing 140,000 people at regular intervals, and the latest results, covering the first 10 days of lockdown, detect no downward dip, possibly even a rising trend. It suggests to the researchers that too many people are going out to work.
The slightly higher levels of activity in this lockdown than lockdown one, that might suggest more people feel they absolutely have to go to work. So if there's any scope for getting the number of people who are going to work down, if we can reduce that to the absolute key workers, I think that's one thing that can be done under the current framework.
But far from helping them stay safe, it seems some employers are pressurising their staff. A survey by the Royal Society for Arts, Manufacturers and Commerce found 4 in 10 employees had worked when they should have been isolating after testing positive.
And this week, the workplace outbreaks data shows that more outbreaks in workplaces have occurred than at any point in the pandemic. So it's really key that employers are doing risk assessments, are taking the steps identified, but are also being enforced by the safety regulator to make sure it's actually happening.
Hard-pressed hospital staff have been clinging to the hope that patient numbers would soon slacken off because the vaccine rollout cannot catch up quickly enough to make a difference yet.
It won't actually have a big effect on hospitalisations or on deaths for a number of weeks. So meanwhile, it's important that we all stick to those rules, because that's how we can protect each other in all communities and ensure that we beat this virus.
With a new variant of the virus that jumps more easily from person to person, colleagues who work together must be more careful, and employers must allow them to be. For if lockdown continues to look this busy, our lives will end up staying on hold for longer. Catherine Jones, 5 News.